The official RPGA Handbook is an adventure module for the Dungeons & Dragons fantasy role-playing game, set in the game's World of Greyhawk campaign setting. TSR Incorporated published the module in 1987 for the first edition Advanced Dungeons & Dragons rules. It is part of the C series of modules, a set of unrelated adventures originally designed for competition play, C being the first letter in competition. Plot summary. The official RPGA Tournament Handbook is a supplement containing official rules for running role-playing game association AD&D tournaments. 12 pages of this module are devoted to essays on how to design, run, and judge tournaments. The book includes 2 sample tournament scenarios, titled Honor Guard and A Long Way Home. Honor Guard. This scenario is a 2-session treatment which follows the progress of an important religious figure and his sacred relics from one town to another. The player characters, PCs, are assigned to protect the prophet and his possessions. The PCs escort the exalted but irascible holy personality from the city of Jeston to the city of with a brief stop in the town of Slapdash as he transports the Cradle of Light. Little do they know that a wizard intends to steal the holy relic. The Long Way Home. In a remote part of the Desert of Ages, the player characters are forced to stop at a small, isolated, deserted town among rocky bluffs. There they encounter the restless spirit of Dwarf Otis, who demands that in exchange for water the party find a magic relic, the Hammer Rock Splitter, and use it to drive out Duergar invaders and free his people. 20 pages of pull-out materials are provided with the scenarios, 8 of which are devoted to pre-designed player characters, with 6 PCs per scenario. Publication history. The official RPGA Tournament Handbook, C6, was written by Daniel Kramarski, Gene, and Bruce Rabe, and was published by TSR in 1987 as a 64-page booklet with an outer folder. Design, development, and editing were done by Daniel Kramarski, Gene, and Bruce Rabe, Penny Pettigard, and Harold Johnson. The module contains 2 short adventures, either for one-evening sessions or for incorporation into an ongoing campaign, instructions and score sheets to run a role-playing tournament, and directions on how to design one's own tournament. Reception. Ken Rolston reviewed the official RPGA Tournament Handbook for Dragon Magazine No. 133, May 1988. He wrote that, while the text on running and judging tournaments is of little interest to most DMs, the 5-page section on designing tournaments is perhaps the finest guide to designing and refereeing AD&D game adventure sessions I've ever seen. The section Tournament Design Goals offers excellent advice for all scenario designers. Many of us would instantly recognize the value of these goals, but just as many of us are likely to ignore them in the design of our adventures, often to the detriment of ourselves and our players. Rolston called the 2 adventure scenarios first-rate, original, well-motivated and plausible, and tactically challenging, and said that they represent a more modern approach to tournament scenarios when compared to those designed in the Big Dungeon tradition, citing that they both have minor dungeon-style sequences, but most of their action depends on wilderness and campaign-style settings and plot devices. Their themes are also more modest in scale, as contrasted to the epic, save-the-universe themes of Scourge of the Slave Lords and Egg of the Phoenix. Rolston stated that, although this product warranted his unreserved enthusiasm, it may not be that pleasing for the average gamer. Its small scale makes possible the fineness of its presentation, but less fussy tastes may prefer something with more stuff and epic grandeur. References. External links. The official RPGA Tournament Handbook at the TSR Archive. Official RPGA Tournament Handbook at the Pen and Paper RPG Database. Competition Series, C1, C6, at theakium.com.